Hey everybody, Reputed here from Trauma Vids and Trauma Productions, and I'm going to be bringing you guys another tutorial today, this time using Adobe Photoshop. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading recently. I've been pretty busy with football and all the works with school and all that good stuff, so I'll be trying to upload at least once a week starting up here. Once football gets over, I'll try and set like a release video schedule, maybe do a tutorial on Monday and gameplay Friday. I don't know, I'll figure something out and get back to you guys. Anyways, go ahead and open up Adobe Photoshop. And we're going to be making a desktop background. Something kind of like this. Pretty basic, but gives it like a kind of cool little look. So, anyways, I guess the first thing is if you don't know how to figure out what size your desktop is, just go ahead and right click and go to screen resolution. And the resolution will show you right there, and that's 1440 by 900. So when you go into Adobe Photoshop and you click File New, that's what you want to make your width and height, is whatever your screen resolution is, because that'll give you the best resolution when you're looking at it on your computer. Go ahead and click OK, and then you want to grab the gradient tool. It might be covered up by your paint bucket, but you want gradient. And on the top, you're going to want to go ahead and select the radial gradient for what we're doing right now. Really, you can use whatever gradient you want for whatever style you want to use, but right now I'm going to be using the radial gradient. And you can place it wherever you want. I'm just going to place it right there. You can make it however big or small you want, or if you want it coming down in. Really, it's just kind of like a light source, so however you want to use it that way. Alright, so anyway, there we go. You're then going to want to grab your picture for whatever you're using, and since we're making a Gears of War computer background, I'm going to go ahead and grab a picture of Marcus Phoenix. Go ahead and move it to new window so I can use it here. I'm not going to worry about rendering out any of the background or any of that, since it's just going to be for my computer. I don't even care. That's got the little copyright down there, because the only people seeing it's going to be you guys, and it's just a tutorial. So you want to go and line it up however you want to use it, on the bottom, top, whatever. I mean, if you want to flip it, go ahead and hit Control T. If you want to be facing the other way, however you want to do it, click enter to lock them into place. If you do Control T, and then you might be wondering, how are we going to utilize this picture that we have right here? Well, blending modes are one of the best ways to get whatever result you might like, whether you want it to blend in, stick out, whatever the occasion might be. Blending modes are the option. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and take you through all of them real quick. So there's normal, dissolved, darken. You might say, ooh, that's kind of a cool look for what I want to be doing. Then you got multiply. That kind of you still have the background in there, where if the picture matches up with how big your actual desktop is, let me go ahead and show you guys real quick. But it might get pixelated if you do that, and that's where you got to be careful. But I guess just to show you real quick what it might look like. So yeah, he's kind of stretched out, but you see my point, how the background kind of fits in, and that actually gives it a pretty cool look. You then have color burn, which is just kind of like a darker multiply, even darker. You might think, oh, that's kind of cool, other stuff that you can do with that. All these color adjustment ones don't really give it that nice of a look. Overlay, that could look pretty cool. Soft light, you know. Well, anyways, you get the point. I'm going to stop going through them all. For this tutorial, we're going to be using darker color or darken, whichever one you like better. I actually think I'm going to go with darken right now. Just whatever looks better to your eyes, I guess. Alright. but then you can still see how there's some background. If you don't want that, you can go ahead and erase it out. Okay, good enough for me. Alright, so what can we do with our render that we have here? Well, filter, there's a lot of different stuff you can do in here. What I want to do just to make it really nice is I'm going to go ahead and sharpen it, so that way he kind of sticks out more. And here's the difference. As you can see, it just kind of makes him stick out more. If you want to stick out even more, hit Control F. Makes them pop out even more. Hit Control F again, Control F, Control F. You get the point. You can do it 20 times, however much you want to do it. 20 might not even be a real number, but you get my point. I think that looks nice. So then take the eraser, if you don't want all that black marks everywhere. Alright, there you go. Alright, and then since it's Gears of War, I want to go ahead and get that little Gears of War cog in here, if I can find it. Sorry for all the pictures I have. I kind of just put this together quick, didn't bother putting them into a folder. Go ahead and drag that on there. And the one that I showed you was down there, but let's just say for this one, I want to put it up here. And we'll have it kind of tilted like so. Alright, so let's say we want to see how this looks since that black box is around it. It just doesn't look really nice. Once again, we come over to our blending mode, just scroll down. And there we go. And if that's like too light or whatever, never mind. Never really used exclusion before, but there's your little cog symbol. So now you got, you know, main character gears, the cog symbol, you got it all going on. And the last step, if you wanted to, you can add text using CGF locust resistance, which is basically the Gears of War text. So let's say if in this one I wanted to do Gears of okay, that doesn't look good, so let's go ahead and do Gears of War. And if you want to, you can add 1, 2, or 3, whichever one you're making it for. You can then come over here, change the color. You can either make it that red, you can change it to the whatever red you want. Really, I mean, really it doesn't matter. You can have it however you want and make the Gears of War, I don't know, make it a darker red. Whatever you want. But I'm going to show you something that kind of gives it a cool effect. So we're going to go ahead and double click on the Gears layer. And it brings up your layer style menu. Nothing else really matters besides the text, so you can move this box however you need it. I'm gonna go ahead and click on the gradient overlay and click on my box, and then it'll give me my red to black that it was used to be up there. Go ahead and click on that, and as you can see, it kind of gives it a pretty nice looking effect on the gears if you want it kind of looking like that. You can reverse it so you can see the top. If you don't want to see that much black, you can click another bar there and move it down however you want it. Then you take this if you want less or more. Kind of gives it like a cool little shadow to the top. You know, there's just a lot of different cool stuff that you can do with gradients that you might have never even realized. So a lot of Photoshop is just trialing and experimenting and seeing what you can create with all the tools that this great program provides for everyone. So anyways, there's just like a basic tutorial of a computer desktop background. Really, you can be creative, come up with whatever you want. You can add more stuff in the background. There's so many options. I can't even go through them all in one tutorial. But as you can see, I made this one by myself. Just the cool looking background, you know, the different filters, and you know, be creative. That's basically what I'm telling you. If you have Photoshop, you probably have that creative mindset, or at least you want to have the creative mindset. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sitting here watching this tutorial learning how to do this stuff. So alright, well, I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and once again, I'm going to be trying to get up videos more often now. Most likely, I'm going to be doing I don't know, every Monday or Tuesday until football's over. Still have 5 more weeks unless we go to playoffs, but the team isn't looking so hot this year, so I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Reputed is out.